Cain Dingle is heading into a full-on explosion phase in Emmerdale next week. And the scariest part isn't Joe Tate or any enemy in the village. It's Cain pushing away the very people who still want to stand beside him. It all starts with Cain visiting Moira in prison. He goes in planning to tell her the truth about his prostate cancer diagnosis, but he swallows it down at the last second. And you know how dangerous that kind of not saying it can be? It doesn't disappear. It turns into irritability, sharp edges, and sudden outbursts aimed at people who don't deserve it. The moment he gets home, Cain is basically a powder keg. The next spark hits at Butler's farm. Joe Tate is there, waiting like he owns the place. Cain instantly assumes Joe is plotting to take the farm, almost straight up accusing him of breaking in, and he lunges, ready to grab him and throw a punch. Matty Barton has to step in and stop it, making it clear that he let Joe inside. So Cain isn't just fighting because he's angry, he's fighting because he feels invaded, cornered, and completely out of control. But the hardest blow comes after that, when Ruby Miligan admits she was the one who called the police about Anya's body. Ruby didn't do it to hurt anyone, but that decision accidentally set off a chilling chain of consequences, ultimately feeding into what led to Moira's arrest. Cain's reaction? Yeah. It's ugly. In his mind, Ruby acted without warning anyone, without checking with anyone, and somehow made Moira's situation worse. And then Cain looks at Caleb and Ruby through an even harsher lens. He believes Caleb only brought in a top lawyer out of guilt. By this point, Cain's rage has no brakes. He cuts them off completely, like, that's it, you're out of my life. And right when Cain is shoving everyone away, Sarah Sugden, his granddaughter, is the one who grabs him and hits him with a tough, no-nonsense warning. Sarah isn't just upset because Cain is hurting everyone around him. She sees the real root of it. Cain is carrying something massive, but he's choosing to hide his illness and fight alone. She wants him to stop isolating the people who are trying to help, and most importantly, to tell the family about his cancer diagnosis, so they understand what he's actually dealing with. That detail feels painfully real. Some men, especially the pillar of the family type, like Cain, are used to holding everything up, taking the hits, letting everyone lean on them. So when they start to feel weak, they don't know how to speak. They're scared of being pitied, scared of being seen differently, scared of losing control. So they stay silent, even though that silence is exactly what makes them lose control the fastest. What I'm most curious about next week is this. Will Cain listen to Sarah, or will he keep spiraling? Because he's clearly at a crossroads. One path is say it and let people hold you. The other is hide it and burn yourself from the inside out. And in Emmerdale, when a character starts lashing out at both friends and enemies, it usually means a bigger emotional collapse is coming. If Cain keeps locking his truth away and only releasing anger, I can see him doing things he'll regret, not because he's cruel, but because the pressure is crushing him. Katie Hill, who plays Sarah, has also said the storyline will be heartbreaking and sometimes difficult to watch, but important, because cancer touches so many lives. And honestly, the part that makes me hopeful is her point about Jeff Hordley, Cain, being an incredible actor. This could be one of those arcs that makes viewers furious and heartbroken at the same time. Not drama for entertainment, but drama that hits a nerve because it feels lived in. If the writers handle this the right way, I really hope they don't turn Cain into someone who's just picking fights. I hope they show what's actually true. Sometimes anger is just fear wearing armor. And the moment Cain finally tells the truth, to Moira or to his family, could be the biggest turning point of this entire storyline. So what do you think? Will Cain open up because of Sarah, or will he keep pushing until he destroys everything before he even realizes it? Drop your take in the comments, and if you enjoy these Emmerdale breakdowns that are tight, emotional, and straight to the point, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.